Hello friends, welcome to Game It Up. My name is Dave and this is a review of Cybertrash STATYX for the Nintendo Switch. A review code was provided, so thank you very much to the publisher, and a thank you to everyone checking this video out. If you aren't already, please consider subscribing for more to come in the future. So, what is Cybertrash STATYX? It's a pixel art style action platformer set in the distant future where robots are so prominent it has become a bit of a problem, to say the least. You take control of your character Janet, or Janet, it's spelt both ways on the eShop description, but in game everyone calls her Jen. You have lost your memory and are being tasked by the people looking after you to go on missions where you basically take out robots. But there is an underlying mystery about this place you're in. I'll be honest, I did have a hard time following the story with this game for two reasons. Not because I didn't like the narrative or characters, I actually did, but it was just hard to read. Firstly, the lowercase t's are backwards, and since it's a very common letter, it was very distracting. And secondly, the game's grammar isn't very good. I don't know if this is intentional, given the game's story of their memories being wiped and the world becoming more robotic, so maybe they talk in a strange way because of that, such as when a character can't remember her name, Jen thinks to herself, how can forget self-name? I don't know if it was done like this on purpose, but it was very hard not to be distracted by the all your base are belong to us style of dialogue. But that's enough about that. What we're all really here for is the gameplay, right? What's that like? Pretty damn good, thankfully. It's a side-scrolling action platformer where you can run, jump, slide and shoot your way through the levels. The way it controls is similar to the NES Mega Man games where you can only shoot straight in front of you. It's basic, but it works. The slide is pretty interesting. You can either press L or hold down and press the jump button to do it, but if you press jump while you're sliding, you will jump higher, which is required in some places. But be warned, if you slide off a ledge, you can't then jump in mid-air. This might come more naturally to most people, but for me, being a Donkey Kong Country player, it took me some getting used to. As for your weapons, you start off with a simple laser pistol with infinite ammo. Along the stages, you find better guns of a light class or heavy class. Picking these up will allow you better combat options. It could include rapid fire, grenades, a shotgun, bigger blast radius, plenty of goodies like that. When you have both a light or heavy special gun, you can press X to switch between which one you are using, as they both have limited ammo. Run out of that and you're back to the basic gun, which is still no slouch. You have 3 hit points indicated by hearts, and you can collect 3 more hit points by collecting up to 3 of these body shield looking things. These are placed in predetermined areas across each level, and it is a tad annoying that they are classed differently, so you can't pick up a heart if you already have 3, even if there are extra slots available in your body armour. As you kill enemies, more on them in a bit, you gain EXP, which is indicated by a blue bar at the top. When it fills up, you level up, restoring your health and gaining a point at the top. These points can be used to increase your attributes when you reach these power-up chambers, such as your accuracy, speed and so on. One interesting attribute is your hacking level. There are cases across the levels that can contain things like weapons that require you to have your hacking ability a high enough level to unlock. Along the way you will find these little green pixels to collect. These are credits which act as currency. You will eventually find areas that let you use these credits to purchase a level up, health restoration or ammo refills. The enemies are robots, and they are varied. You have some that are easy to kill with one shot, ones that fly around dropping grenades, ones that run at you to explode, and ones that are just tanks and take ages to kill. They all helpfully have health meters and are consistent with how each model acts, so you can learn their attack patterns and plan accordingly. This also goes for bosses, which for the most part I found quite easy, as it didn't take much to learn where was safe to stand and how to dodge them until they went down. The gameplay overall was really fun though. Taking down robot enemies was exciting and engaging, and the level up and rewards made it more addicting. I love how the character controls, and there were some nice details in the game's designs that really added to the experience. For example, there is friendly fire amongst the enemies. They will harm each other while shooting at you, which can come in very useful at times. Even when you destroy one, they blow up and take out anything near it, but they do take you out as well, so be careful. This is even more satisfying when you take down a flying robot and it falls down on top of another one. And speaking of the flying robots, I mentioned they drop grenades. Well, if you slide into these grenades, you will kick them away from you, so I did have fun trying to kick them into other enemies. Also, when the enemies are low on health, they can catch fire, which makes their last bit of health slowly deplete, so you can either finish them off quickly or wait for the inevitable. The game does describe itself as tactical, and it certainly has elements of that. And if you were to die, you just simply go back to the last checkpoint and you have infinite lives. Graphically, this takes on a pixel art style, with the whole look and feel of the game being what you'd expect from a simple cyberpunk setting, with some dark backgrounds creating an eerie atmosphere, but also some brighter colours in the foreground. Sometimes the backgrounds could be a bit too dark, especially when it takes me a while to spot a door I'm supposed to enter. The soundtrack has a techno theme to it and suits the environments well. The sound effects are appropriate for the action displayed on screen, although it is strangely silent when picking up credits. There were a couple of times the game slowed down on me. It didn't last long, but one of the times there wasn't even much happening on the screen, so I don't know why that happened. Overall, this game is a really fun time. It describes itself as a tactical game, and it certainly has elements of that, along with the great action-filmed gameplay that felt very satisfying to blast through. The story was alright, but the way it was written did let it down for me, but for £7.19 you can certainly do a lot worse. So that's what I thought of the game. It's nice to be given a good one after a certain few I've had recently, but what do you make of this? Let me know in the comments down below, and remember to like and subscribe as well as we make our way to that 2,000 subscriber pizza party. We would love to have you with us. Thank you so much for watching, see you in the next one.